To this video. Our focus today is on map scales, and as you've realized, we've been dealing with map scales and calculating distances using a map scale. Now today we want to see how we can calculate area using a map scale. But first, for this video, our aim is to basically establish and describe a relationship or the relationship between a map scale and area. So describe the relationship between a map scale and area. Now, you'll be using the same map scale given to you as you are calculating distance, but this time they'll be asking for area. So I'm going to use an example to establish that relationship. So let's take an example. So consider a map with a scale to 100. No, let's not use 100. Let's use 500. 1 to 500. Now, from our previous lessons, we learned that this means that 1 centimeter on the map is 500 centimeters on the ground. So I am going to draw a table. On one side I will have my map, and on the other side I will actually have the graph. This is actual. Okay, so imagine I had a rectangle. This is my rectangle. It's a rectangular form actually, which is 3 centimeters by 8 centimeters on the map. On the ground, what would be the dimensions of this rectangular field? So from what we learned, if I have 3 centimeters on the map with a scale which is 1 to 500, it means that I will multiply this 3 by 500, and it means that on the ground it's 1,500 centimeters. And the length, which is 8 centimeters on the map, would be 4,000 centimeters on the ground. Well, this would be a very small field, but anyway, for purposes of learning. Okay, so those are the dimensions of the map, of the field on the map and then on the ground. Now, if I wanted the area, what would the area be on the map? It would basically be 3 times 8, which is 24 squared centimeters. Whereas on the ground, this would be 1,500 times 4,000. This would be a 6 million centimeters squared. Now I am going to compare those two. I'm going to try and make a ratio of the areas. Okay? So my ratio would look like this. This is the map. This is the ground. So this would be um, 24 to 6 million. Remember, this is area. Currently, I'm dealing with the area, not the length or distance. I'm dealing with area. So I am going to reduce, like we've been talking about earlier, if we are dealing with ratios. I'm going to reduce this. That's basically divide by 24, divide by 24. This is going to give me a 1 to 250,000. Now this is the ratio of the areas. Below it, let me write the ratio of the length. If you remember the ratio of the distances, okay, it was 1 to 500. Okay, now this one for area means that 1 centimeter squared is equivalent to 250,000 centimeters squared on the ground. Okay, now I want to see what's the relationship between these two. This is 1 centimeter for distance is 500 centimeters on the ground. Now if I look at 250,000 and 500, you are going to discover that 250,000 is the same as 500 squared. It's the same as 500 squared. So what does that mean? It means that if I am given a ratio, if my ratio is by this, let me say my map scale, it's the same as if my map scale is 1 to 500 for distance, but the question wants me to calculate area, I need to transform that. So for area, I need to transform that scale to 1 to 500 squared. Basically, I can write it as 1 to r squared. Now remember, for the previous questions, we were getting, we were given a ratio of 1 to r, meaning distance on map, distance on ground. Now, if we want to calculate area, this same ratio which was given to us, we transform it to 1 to r squared. This would be area on map, and this would be area on ground. That is the relationship between a map scale given in distance to the areas. If you want to change that map scale to show areas.